Hey guys, this is Coach Daniel, and I'm giving you guys a quick preview of our 9 a.m. fundamental classes taught by Coach Veronika. Our fundamental classes, we practice on technique, balance, the most important tools in learning the fundamental avenue of Muay Thai. So take a peek.
Boom, nice. That one you're leaning back a little bit, but it's not significant. The more you feel like, you can do a couple reps where you're leaning, like you're leaning back, like this. And then you can do one where you're coming forward into it and see if you can feel the difference. Honestly, for me, I feel the difference in my core because I need to turn that on to like move that part of my body with me. The other thing with your foot is sometimes it will step out too much. I have a tendency not to step out enough, where then my hip is this direction over top of it, which makes it hard for me to come back down into my stance. So, I mean, also in a fight, it's a moving target, so you're playing with like a lot of different angles. But honestly, yeah, do it wrong a couple times and see how it changes where your weight is. But it looks good. I mean, the more sensitivity you have, the better off you are. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Hey. Good. Let's see it. Boom. Nice. Nice. Boom. Great, and do one more. Woo! Heck yeah! Cool, awesome, really good. Okay, what else can we isolate in this? I was gonna focus on the knee. We did this the last time that we had kick week come through. I always point to Matt when Matt's here practicing. I just notice it in the way that his body moves a lot more than other people, but a lot of people are really good at it. So your goal is to get there as quick as possible is gonna make it a lot better for you and a lot worse for the other person, the quicker we are in our movement. With that, a way to move very slowly is to move your whole leg straight, like da 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 da, to that point, right? Which is tempting. I think I did this a lot, especially starting out, like coming all the way around. So if you stand in front of me and folks watch, like, if you come over to this half, you'll see my leg like telegraphing the whole way around, like from here around. Yes, if you hold on that side, boom, like that, right? You can see my foot coming all the way across. It cues into people's periphery a lot easier. They'll see it faster, and you're moving a lot slower because you're bringing a large object all the way through. Faster way to do it, rather than baseball bat or golf club like coming across, is to use my joints to get me there faster. So I'm gonna focus on my knee, tends to help me. My knee's gonna come forward rather than out. My knee's gonna come forward and up and then into the other person. So rather than my hip coming out, my knee being out, and my knee coming across and in, I'm gonna come up and around like that. Yeah. Other thing you'll see me focus on a bunch, I have a hard time, you'll see I get islanded up on this leg. And I have a hard time moving my leg back really fast. If you watch Colin practice, Colin brings his foot back and like audibly stomps it, which is a good mental cue, pulling it back really fast. Danny describes having a fishing wire and like yanking it back. I still can't figure it out. So challenge to you is to figure that out. So again, two things on this round. Knee comes up, not out. So knee out, and then knee up, a lot faster. And pulling it down really quick. So not in reverse, coming around, but coming here and staying still. Where your foot is, how you're balanced will determine that as well. If I'm falling to this side, it's gonna be harder for me to catch my balance. Yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3. Get back with your partner. You trying to figure out the faster one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you watch where my knee is, if you come onto this side of crew, so if you watch my knee, doing it the slow way, my knee will come out a little bit, right? Because I'm bringing it all the way over like that, versus coming up. So my knee stays tracked forward. I'm gonna not quite teep and over, not like a question mark kick, but I'm coming forward and then in. So here and in versus out and in. So out and in is like this.
45 degrees instead of 90 degrees?
Yeah, versus here. You can literally use your arm here to be like, okay, I'm coming out versus I'm coming up and in. Yeah, so out, up, Up and in is there. Yeah, so it's really just like this quick twist at the end versus like cascading over. Yeah, but just play with it. Nice, yeah, keep going. Boom, nice. Nice, dude, that was awesome. That was really good. Boom, great, great. Nice, yeah, yeah. And you can move it fast, but just like feel what it feels like to have that knee and hip open. Yep, totally. Yeah. Boom, yep. And then do the quick way. Knee more forwards and over. Boom, nice. Way faster. Nice. Again, to start the first round, if you want to stand here, first round you're playing with that torso movement. So I'm going to throw a couple that are wrong. It helps me kind of tap into that body awareness. So I'm trying to end up being vertical on that standing leg from my entire torso all the way down. That involves both the forward movement, I need to travel with it, and I also need to make sure, as Gabby pointed out, I'm stepping out to have an angle on my opponent, but my body doesn't stay here. If you watch me kick, I have a tendency to step forward and not out enough, so I end up, my torso is over top like this. So I lose this much balance off of my body, so I can't really pull back. Yeah, so you're trying to find that vertical. I'm gonna throw a couple where I'm back. I'm gonna throw a couple where I'm leaning too far this way, and I kind of I lose my balance. Literally doing that in the round. Be wrong, it helps you cue into how to find what's right. And I'm gonna try to find a middle ground where I'm stepping forward, moving my body forward, and coming out. Yeah, and last thing that we talked about, my foot's up enough for me to pivot, and when I'm stepping, you can also pull that heel out to get you in the right position. You need that rotation to get your hip over. Yeah, all right, go for it. 1, 2, 3. Swap. You guys can swap. Yeah, so she can watch. Yeah, so with I mean, you know how to hold pads for this, but just like watching somebody else's body is super interesting. Trying to figure out if you can tell the cues or tell which one she's doing, like play with leaning back or being too far over or not far enough over. And as a pad holder, watching if you can tell where her body is. Like, yeah, just play with it. Yeah. It makes your head feel safe, but the kick isn't that efficient.
It's slow.
Totally.
And usually you will go like, try to lean back.
Yep. Nice, yeah, exactly.
Feels a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's what feeds into like as we're throwing punches before, you're moving your feet as you're doing it. So I could be marching and here, kick, march, here, kick. Like all of it's foot movement and balance. And I need to be aware of that to take the opportunity to be on this back foot, kicking, or on the forward foot. So just tapping into where your weight is in any moment is like super helpful. Yeah, looks great. Going from baseball bat to very efficient little like sniper move. Something I pointed out in the last round, coming around talking to folk, you can pay attention to where your hip is. The more bladed you are, the more likely you are to come around, right? Where my knee is where my hip is. Where my hip is where my knee is. Those things tend to be attached. If they're not, we have a different problem. So hip out, coming around. Hip out, coming around. I'm growing a sensitivity to feel my leg being straight. I was not aware of it at first. Alternatively, I'm gonna keep my hips in line like this and come like up and kind of into it. So I'm not here and then kicking like that. It's kind of more coming, I don't even know. I wish we could go in like a black light room and I could put like a little glow dot on my knee or something. I don't know exactly where it tracks, but it's a fun game to try to figure it out. It kind of comes like out and then up and into it. So not around, but out and then up and in, up and in. Yeah. Again, with this one, you're also trying to come back really strong. You'll see me, I have a hard time doing that. I come back too bladed, because I don't step out. A lot of it's from me not stepping out enough. So my body is coming this way, so I'm trying to compensate for that. One more time. Up and back down. Up and back down. Yeah. Any questions? No? All right, get to it. 1, 2, 3. When she's kicking, we pointed this out earlier, she's at like the top of her kick, her leg is in a bent leg position like this, versus being like totally straight in her leg. I tend to have straight leg kicks. This one I think is interesting. I want to learn better.
I think of it as a long knee, but I can to here.
End up hitting with the shin.
That was very good.
That's fine. Nice. Ship. Nice. Nice. Yeah. So the quick kicks are going to happen in succession. You'll see me pivoting a little bit on this foot. I'm not fully resetting, but I'm also not jumping all the way around. So to go quick, I'm going to use that right oblique. Up, 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 up. The thing that's pulling it, because I'm not bringing it all the way back, I don't have much push from that leg. I've pushed for the first one. Everything after that is my oblique yanking that thing into place. That's your goal. Oblique to pull it up. Hips are still coming over. Shoulders are still coming over. Let's just go 10 right each side. Do that twice. Or 10 right each person. 10 right each person twice. All right, let's see if that makes sense. Ready, set, go. Yeah, 10 switch. Do that 2 times over. Yeah. Nice. Come on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.